Let's make this lovely festive stocking. Okay, you're going to need red and white thinner yarn and a crochet hook that matches. This one is 5 and a crochet needle. Okay, to begin with, let's make a magic ring. To do the magic ring, take your 2 fingers and place the tail end on top like so. And take this part, wrap it around once, cross it in the back, then take this end and tuck it through. Take your crochet hook, insert it, and let go. So now, after you remove your fingers, now to do a slip knot, you would just pull. But what you want to do is you want to keep this tail end in the front, and in the back, you want to lift. Okay? So now after lifting it, pinch it here, and pick up your yarn. Now yarn over and pull through. So first of all, we're going to chain 1. So we chained 1 and we're going to do a single crochet. So now we want to put 7 single crochet right in the ring here. And we're going to just crochet over top of this. It's really important that you crochet over top of this tail end. Okay, so let's do 7 single crochets right in there. So to do a single crochet, you just insert into the ring, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. So that's 1. Insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. You should have 2 on, yarn over, pull through, 2. So that's 2. Okay, so I did my 7 in here. So now I want to take the first one we did. So take my first loop, and I'm going to insert my crochet hook right underneath the V, yarn over and slip stitch to join. So to do that, I'm going to pull through both. Okay, so now I want to take a marker and place it here. Okay, so to put a marker, you can put a safety pin, or you can just take a different color yarn and place it there. So when you're doing the magic circle, sometimes when you're doing your single crochet, your V's get kind of twisted. So untwist them. You can see the V's. Here's your V's on top. Okay, so now there's my tail end. So now I'm gonna take this, my last V, which is right there. So into my last one, I'm gonna slip stitch to join. Okay, now I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to take my marker and place it right behind. So this way I won't get lost, because it's so easy when you're doing it and you're only chaining up 1. Okay, so now we're going to do a single crochet into the first V. So if you look up here, you will see your V. So you're going to insert your crochet hook under there, yarn over, pull through. You should have 2 loops on, yarn over and pull through 2. That's called a single crochet, and we're going to be working with this stitch. So now you look into the next V. There's our next V, and we want to put 2 single crochets in the same V. So we'll do the first one. We go under the V, yarn over, pull through once, yarn over, pull through 2, and back into the same, under the same V. We're going to do another single crochet. So you're going to keep doing that all the way around. So you should have a total of, since we did 7, so you should have 14 at the end. Okay, so again, under the next V, do 1 single crochet, and into the same V, another single crochet. So I've come to the end of the circle, and I'm just gonna, so this, when it looks like a little V there, it's really not a V, it's a bridge. So make sure you don't get that one, because now we're gonna just go into where our marker is. I'm gonna remove my marker, place my crochet hook in there, and yarn over and slip stitch to join. Okay, so chain 1. Now for the following row, we're going to be doing a single crochet always into the same stitch that you chained up. So let's just go ahead into that same stitch. We want to do another single crochet, and then we want to crochet twice into the next one, which is right here. So always under the V. Okay, so into the same stitch we go twice, and in the next one we go once, and the next one we go twice, and into the next one we go once. Well, I think you got it. So this is how we're going to work our way all the way around. Okay, I've come to the end of the row, and I'm going to remove my marker now, and I'm going to just insert my crochet hook and slip stitch to join. So to close this magic circle, which we can do now, let's turn it around, and you see this little tail end that we did? Just lay it flat and just pull. Insert my marker back on. Okay, so now this is going to be the same, and it's repeating. So what you're going to do is you're going to crochet once under each V, and when you get to the end, slip stitch to join and chain 1, and keep doing this for the next 10 rows. So I did 10 additional rows, and I've slip stitched to join, and I'm going to chain 1. Okay, so I am working on my row, and I'm going to keep going all the way around until I reach. Okay, so I've single crocheted all the way around, and I left 7 empty ones. So now we're going to turn our work around. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to go back this way again. So let's just single crochet around this way. I'm just finishing up my second row here, and when you come to the end of the row, you'll see it looks like there's no more stitches, but it actually starting to slope. You need to get the post, so you always have to get into the post there and do that in order to create the straight line. Okay, so I'm going to turn my work around and chain 1, and I'm going to go ahead and go this way. And also when you're going up, if you look at this pulls up, so it actually creates a post. So you're going to go always into your second when you're going up and down. Okay, so I did 3 rows, and now it's time to start gathering. So we're going to turn our work around, yarn over, and chain up 1. Okay, so we're going to start to decrease. In order to decrease, we're going to be going twice into the same one. So we're going to go once and twice. Notice I yarn over each time I insert it. We're going to yarn over and pull through. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to single crochet. Now for the next one, we're going to decrease. So again, we insert once, pull through, insert once, pull through, and we should have 3 on, and we yarn over and pull through. The next one, we just do a single crochet. Okay, so now for the next one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to insert, yarn over, pull through, insert, yarn over, pull through, and then we're going to go through all 3. The next one, we're just going to single crochet. For the next 2, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to gather 1, gather 2, and yarn over and pull through. And I have 2 left, and I'm just going to just do one single one into each. Remember, this is our post. I always have to get that post, which is sometimes difficult. It has to be done. I'll turn the work around, and now we're going to chain up 1, and we're going to repeat exactly the same thing we just did. Turning our work around, we're going to repeat, chain 1, and we're going to gather the next 2, and now we're going to just a single crochet in the one in the middle, and then gather the last 2. Okay, and we're gonna turn over, chain 1, and we're just gonna do a single crochet here. Okay, and that completes our turnaround, and now we're gonna crochet all the way around. The first one you're gonna do is gonna be a bit difficult because you won't have clear V's, so you're gonna have to count, make sure you get into each row. Okay, so let's just chain 1, and let's just go through here and do our single crochet all the way around. And you have to get in there each, because you're creating the V, so each row you're gonna have to get in there. So if there's no V, you have to still get in there. So each row you have to go through a stitch. So keep going that all the way around. Okay, and I'm almost around. I think I've got a few more here to go. And one more. Okay, and there's my slip stitch, and I'm gonna just remove my marker and slip stitch to join. Okay, so we've come all the way around and we created a nice little V. Okay, so now we're going to change our stitch. Now we're going to chain 2. Now, because I'm chaining 2, I don't have problem seeing when I'm joining, but if you want to use a marker, you can go ahead. So now it's easy. Now you're going to go ahead and do the a half double crochet all the way till you reach your desired height. To do a double crochet, for those of you who don't know for those of you who don't know, if you go under the V, you're going to yarn over, go under your V's, yarn over, pull through. You should have 3 on, yarn over, pull through all 3. So that is a half double crochet, and that's the stitch that we're going to be using. So keep going all the way around. So yarn over, under the V, yarn over, pull through. You should have 3 on, yarn over, pull through 3. Okay, so that is our half double crochet. Keep go ahead and doing that all the way around. When you get to the end, you slip stitch to join, chain up 2, and carry on for the next couple of rows. All right. So I've reached the desired height I want my booty to be. Now I'm just going to add the white little cuff. So I want the cuff to be about up to here. So I'm going to add it like here so I can fold it down, and it'll be really nice and cozy. All right, so I'm just gonna slip stitch to join, so like we normally do. So I'm gonna insert my crochet hook, but instead of yarning over this one, I'm gonna yarn over my new white one. And I'm just gonna find the beginning of the white, which is right here. I'm gonna pinch off a little bit like this. I'm going to put on my crochet hook, and I'm going to pull through and complete my stitch. There you go, so now I have my white one. And I'm going to pick up my white yarn and chain 2, and I'll go in the back and I will pull bow tight. Now I can go ahead and cut my red one, so I'm gonna just cut my red one. Okay, so there's my 2 tails. I'm going to crochet the 2 tails over, and I want them too long, so I want them about this much. Just gonna trim them down. Okay, so there are my 2 tails. I'm going to pull them tight, make sure they're tight, and I'm going to crochet over them like this, with the red one on top, the red one on the bottom, and then the white one on top. And this will nicely crochet them in. And now I'm going to crochet them with the red one on the bottom and the white one on top. So I'm going to carry on and do my half double crochet like I've been doing all along. Okay, so under the V, and make sure they always sit on top, and complete my half double crochet. So keep doing this until you reach your desired height of the cuff. All right, so I kind of reached my desired height of my white. If you want more, you can go ahead and do more, but I did 7 rows. So I'm just going to slip stitch to join here, and then we're going to cut our yarn. Okay, so I'm just going to cut my yarn. And then we just yarn over and we just pull through, and that secures our ends. Now you can go ahead and just weave this white in. Okay, so on this booty part, so on this part here, I'm going to crochet a little hook so we can hang it on. Okay, so I'm going to insert my crochet hook through both. So I'm going to go the one that it's folded. So I'm just going to go right through both. And I'm going to pinch off end of my yarn like this. Insert that little pinched part right through. So there it is. Now let go of my, pick up my yarn, and I'm going to chain. Okay, so I did 20 chain, and now I'm going to do is I'm going to go, this is where I started, and I'm going to go right next to it, and I'm going to go through both. Okay, I'm going to yarn over and pull through, and yarn over and pull through both. Okay, so I've connected it. I would like some strength in this because by the time you add stuff, it may not be strong enough. So I'm just going to slip stitch all along the chain. Okay, to slip stitch, just chain up one and insert into your first chain, yarn over, and of course, go through both. Okay, so keep going that all the way along the chain, and that'll give it a little strength. Just insert into your chain and slip stitch. Okay, so. Okay, as I'm nearing the end, you can see it's kind of coming loose. That's because this part is still untied, so we're just going to pull it tightly. Okay, so I just want to show you how I'm going to finish this. So in order to finish this, I'm going to insert my crochet hook again into the thick part. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull through both. Like that. And I'm going to yarn over and pull through this one. And now I'm going to just tie this end off. Take my crochet hook and I'm going to yarn over and pull through so it's tight. Okay, so now I'm going to take my crochet hook and insert it in here. I'm going to take it here, yarn over, and I'm going to pull it through so it's on the inside. And this end, and I'm going to tie them together in a double knot. Weave in, and then the two loose ends, just weave them in along the sides here. And now you can go ahead and put the initial on it. So whichever one you want, MW, and you'll need a handy dandy crochet needle to do that. And let's just thread some yarn. So let's say we're going to start it here. Okay, and now we're going to go the other way to make sure that whatever is red is going to be white over this one, and I'm going to just tie it onto white like this. It's just like braiding. I'm going to tuck it in. So I'm going to find a nice starting point. I'm going to tuck it in. And here, I'm just going to turn it over for a second. Tie it off. So I'm going to tie, just going to put a knot there. And there is our W. And we are done.